Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Lone Crown Show. And I'm at episode 94, so slowly reaching 100. And today I've back the blue goodness, like I call this episode, John Rambo, or Schnozed, as he's known in this episode now.
I'm known by many names, Mark. Many of them we can't say on the air.
Yeah,
Filthy words people call me in the street every day.
yeah,
But I am here. I'm not dead, as many have hoped or perhaps have questioned. Still going, man. I'm still here.
yeah,
And I'm happy to be here on the Mark Crown show.
yeah.
Early morning for me.
Yes, afternoon for me.
So it's show number 94, huh?
Yeah.
So unlike Microsoft, you're not skipping nines
No, I'm
and
not
going right to
skipping
the
nines.
tens. For Windows, you were telling me before we got on the air, Windows,
Windows
there's
10.
no Windows 9. They
Yeah.
skipped 9.
It went straight to 10, and they have some apparently have some sort of. I watched the press conference they had. They apparently have some sort of glasses that can see, like you can make virtual things that you only can see with glasses. Like
So it comes with glasses?
yeah, there was like some weird
Huh.
as stuff they had.
Wow.
Kind of like how the Oculus Rift stuff is, but
So they make
was a
their
little
own
bit
version of
different.
that.
Yeah.
Does it come with the Kinect?
No, I think they're done with the Kinect.
Maybe the Kinect was Windows 9.
Yeah,
They got rid of it or something like that. Huh. Interesting.
yeah,
It used to be a huge deal, man. I remember when, like, was it maybe like 98 came out or something, or like what are the early ones? This was like a huge thing. It was almost like the iPhone
yeah,
today, where people get really excited and they line up and everything. People lined up for the new Windows. And there was like
yeah,
billboards for it and everything. And
yeah, and also,
what?
they were
Operating
good at.
system.
They were good at that time. I
Well, they
mean,
were like a
Windows
monopoly.
XP and those sort of things.
Uh-huh.
Like they're compared to what they come up with later.
It's just such a strange idea that people were so excited about this operating system coming out. But I guess it allowed for you to use all these new programs and things at the time that and
Yeah,
games and stuff you wouldn't have access to before,
yeah.
right? So that's what it was all
Now
about.
we
But
don't really
looking back,
need.
it's just like, what?
Now we don't really need operating system that's way more advanced because we're
Right.
like Windows 7 is working great for many people. Like that's what
I still have it. Yep. That's what I got.
yeah, most people
I
use Windows 7.
I want this Windows 9. I think it does exist somewhere. I'm gonna get it.
That's the bootleg version.
It's like the best version ever, and they just decide we can't release this.
It's too good.
It's too good. We need to
Nobody
sell
would
like
ever
broken
change.
versions. Right. Huh. Windows 666. That's the one I want.
Maybe that will happen someday.
Do you think, like, even if you go to Microsoft, okay, like their headquarters, do you think they're even using any of this stuff?
No,
To
I
like,
know the person that they use Linux.
okay, yeah. They probably don't even use it.
70-80% of developers of Microsoft are using Linux.
So they're
because
selling us something worse.
yeah, but that's because Linux is like you can design it however you want, and it's
Uh-huh.
good test. It's a good way to test your operating system is you with using Linux. So it's like for the coders, and it's really good for those type of people.
Huh. Yeah, I knew it. Bill Gates has got some kind of crazy thing going on. He's got the Xbox 2.
They already scrapped Xbox One. They're like, we already lost this. Time
He's all,
to get the new
he's got the
console.
Oculus Rift going. He's all strapped in. Some sort of a
Yeah, but
computerized bed.
yeah,
something.
Facebook bought Oculus Rift. That was interesting. So those are the
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
that own that one, and now Microsoft have their own thing. Sony is working on their own thing. Like it's a competition. It's a three horse race as always.
Yeah, so Facebook bought Oculus Rift, you say?
Yeah.
That seems kind of like a weird marriage there. Are they
Yeah,
going to sell? They're going to sell stuff. Facebook's selling products. Is that
yeah.
what's going to happen here?
No,
Are they
I
going to call
mean,
it like the face? The
they
Facebook is the
they
computers
had
so call
some
it like
sort of they
face
had
video or something.
yeah, but they had some sort of idea. Like what people think they wanted the Oculus Rift. Okay, for people to have experience in using it, not just gaming. I think they had the idea that you could like use it for everything. Maybe you want to
Change
experience.
your status with it. Just
Nah,
by
no.
blinking your eyes, Mark, you can change your relationship status.
Dumbest thing ever.
Divorced. Blink twice.
Yeah, but
Boom.
Facebook isn't really used for like Facebook is becoming a a video hub, like like YouTube is almost.
Really?
Yeah, like
Huh.
there are videos and videos and videos on Facebook now. Like it's people. Some people post sometimes, but becoming way less and less because
It's
people
all
aren't really.
it's all vines.
Yeah, Facebook is becoming something different, and
Huh. Wow. Okay.
because people are
Evolution.
doesn't care anymore about all the statuses
No
and
one
so.
cares about the status. Oh, come on.
Well, there's still some people, the ones that cry for help every day on
Status
Facebook.
frustrated.
Yeah.
People don't want to know that. Come on.
No.
Busy.
I think those people are the ones that made Facebook as like why people are going from it less and less. I think because like the people like, oh my god, I had a bad day. Please tell me you love me, and everyone's like, oh my god, you're so great.
I
We
love the
all
ones that
love
are
you.
there's like no real description to why it was bad. Just worst day ever. That's it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. But
Sometimes
yeah,
they will explain why it's the worst day ever, but doesn't matter. People will be like, "Oh my God, I feel so sorry for you. Don't be sad." And that's
you're the best ever.
yeah,
There's no one like you.
yeah,
Yeah, it seems like Facebook's kind of like where your mom goes to talk to her colleagues at work or something now.
yeah. I only
That's
have
true.
Facebook because most of my relatives are on there, so
Oh,
it's a good way to keep track of my relatives. So that's
yeah,
mainly
yeah.
what I like. If I need to get in touch with them, I it's an easy way to do it. So
Keep them out of trouble.
yeah, no, but my relatives, some of them live uh, uh, further up north in Sweden, so it's a 5 hour drive to them. So it's not
Oh,
like I can see them that often. So that's why makes it easier for me.
how's the weather been in Sweden the last couple of weeks? What's going on?
It's rest of Sweden. It's been rather snowy. Here in southern Sweden, we have had some snow, but barely any.
Wow. Is
Yeah,
that typical for the region, or is
yeah,
this
yeah,
unusual?
yeah. It's typical for this region. We don't get that much snow.
So you're a
Uh,
southerner.
yes.
Is there a big rivalry with the north and the south of Sweden?
Malmo, where I'm from, and
Right?
Stockholm, or I would say my region and Stockholm has this big sort of rivalry where we trash talk each other.
Oh, that's fun.
So
On Facebook.
yeah, everywhere. Like
Good, good.
so
Graffiti. You go up to their area, just start spraying their walls and with graffiti and
yeah, not
something
that
like that.
kind of.
Nothing.
It's
Okay, I see.
mostly just trash talking. We don't.
It's like Springfield versus Shelbyville
Yeah,
on The
yeah,
Simpsons.
sort of.
But over here, I'm getting it's pretty relaxed winter for most part. In the last maybe 3 weeks, just getting destroyed with the snow.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard
So
also
hopefully,
that
then soon.
it didn't end up being as bad as they said it would be, the weather.
You are correct in that. Last Monday, they were predicting 3 feet and all this stuff. We got
Yeah.
about maybe 8 inches.
Yeah.
But this Monday, which was yesterday, no, what day is today?
Uh,
Wednesday? 2 days ago.
yeah.
So on Monday, there was really no prediction for snow. We wound up getting like a foot and a half. So it was much worse this week than last week when they were talking about this snowgeddon, which isn't even isn't even a good term, I don't think.
Snowgeddon.
Snowgeddon. Awful.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just they have no idea what's going on. It just seems like they just.
From what I've heard, it was interesting. I listened to podcast, and apparently the problem is that the satellites for predicting weather from America is apparently really old. Use really old technology, so they have a hard time doing the predictions. But they have they are good at predicting how much snow it will be.
Okay.
So apparently they
don't know where it's going. They just know it's how much.
Yeah. But
so we're getting this with snow. Anyone could be getting this in the entire U.S.
Yeah. Instead, like Europe is the opposite. Europe is really good at predicting where the weather is going to be, but it's not as good at predicting how much of it.
We got to get together on this.
Yeah, that's what they normally do. They're like, this is our prognosis. Then they turn to Europe and said, what are your satellites saying?
What are you guys doing? Come on.
Yeah.
Help us out here. Huh. Yeah, it's something for sure. Hopefully it's not too much more. It's getting buried here, Mark.
Yeah, I personally like snow in like December. Then it could be enough. After December, then like, yeah, we had Christmas now and snow, go away, never come back.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This is the part of the winter where it just becomes like, all right, we've seen all this.
Yeah.
Enough is enough. And it's just, but you got to realize you got several more weeks to go. And, it's the home stretch, really. That's what we got going on.
Yeah, so how have you been otherwise, except weather-wise?
It's going good. Working on something new.
Oh?
I know a lot of people have been asking about the show and what's going on with the show.
Yes.
We've had maybe 5 or 6 people ask, a crazy amount of folks asking where the show is.
Yeah, well,
but
not many people people want to know, update, to feel like they're missing out on something.
Yeah, so working on a new project that hopefully you'll be seeing in some time. It's similar to the Stay Boldy Spectacular, which you may remember.
Yeah.
But it's not exactly the same as that.
Okay.
At the same time.
That sounds great. I've tried to talk you into doing something like that, so...
Yes, Marcus, you convinced me.
Yes.
But it's going to be a similar concept, but a little different. It's going to be myself and OJ, of course, plus a couple of guest stars as well.
Oh.
And we're trying to put together a little thing. The way we're approaching this would be, are you familiar with like Adult Swim? Those shows?
Not true.
So
what
like Cartoon Network
shows are they?
It's on Cartoon Network here. It's they have this block at night called Adult Swim, and they do they'll play like your Family Guys and American Dad and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Then they'll have like their own shows, which are usually like under 15 minutes long.
Okay.
And there's like Metalocalypse, and there's Aqua Teen, Hunger Force, and all that stuff.
Okay.
We're kind of approaching this idea like, if they were to give us a block of time, what would we make?
Yeah.
So within that like 15 minute window, we'll try to make like these episodes of this thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like how we're kind of looking at it.
That sounds like a great idea.
So we're kind of approaching it like, this is what we could do had we been popular and accepted and put on this network.
Maybe that sort of stuff will make you popular.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that, but we're going to try to have some fun with it.
Gotta believe.
And we may have some stuff for you maybe to do on this.
Yes.
I don't see why not. So we'll have to talk about it at some point. But
Yeah, sure.
it has a lot of opportunity for other people to do things for it
Yeah,
as well.
sounds good.
So try to open it up for everybody to get involved somehow.
Yeah. Okay, I think we've finally reached that point where we will discuss the Schnozed Hole Punch Blu-ray,
Have you
which
received it, Mark?
I received this Monday.
Great.
And I
Was it in good condition when it came?
Yes, it
The
was.
packaging? It survived the journey.
Yes, it survived the journey.
Took you about let's see, you got it on Monday, so it took about a full week. Which isn't that bad, really.
No, I was sort of expecting almost at the end of this week.
Uh-huh.
Like I was happy I got it today soon. So that's pretty decent time because
Yeah, it's a good distance.
yeah. So
I do have your address now.
yes. Yeah, so I've been checking it out, and I think like most people are gonna enjoy, especially the where you talk over the episodes.
Yeah, did you check some of that out? The
Yeah,
commentary?
Yeah, especially because like now that most people also like when you haven't really been listening to the show for a while, it's like
Right.
it makes kind of up for that, and you feel like
We're doing a show.
listen to a show again or something like that, and
Oh, I'm glad you like that. I tried to approach it like no one had ever seen the episodes
yeah,
before or heard the show before or anything like that. So we tried to kind of really keep it basic. I think towards the end, I don't know how far you got, but energy between us kind of got low because we did it all in one
yeah, okay,
day, which is about 4 to 5 hours of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I mean, like
It was like, wow,
the
it was quite a
Okay.
bit to do. But
okay, it's understandable. I have checked out 7 of the episodes.
oh, great.
So I it's like the first 5 episodes are like they're really good. And then I think
Do you notice a lot of differences with the new
yeah,
edits?
yeah, I think that it is a little bit different with all the effects and how it's like, and it looks really good as well.
Yeah.
But for me personally, it didn't matter that much.
Okay.
It was refreshing, but at least like it wasn't like I watched a whole new thing, and I think that's
Yeah.
also a good thing because you wanted to still have the same feeling. Like you
Yeah, in the
watched.
back of my mind, I always heard that Star Wars because I really
Yeah.
dislike the Star Wars thing. So for
Yeah.
me to go back and mess with my own stuff was like, man. So I always tried to kind of keep what was there.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I think,
if something
yeah.
was improved, maybe you won't even notice it because it's a subtle thing
Yeah.
that kind of
Well,
just smooths out something, or
Yeah, I've like I feel like I noticed most of the things. Like, yeah, I felt like you did the right thing with it. You edited correctly. So,
Oh, thank you, sir.
one thing I realized, I think episode 6 is the weakest episode of all of them.
Wow.
I
Really?
know.
Okay.
I like first when I haven't watched episode 6 I think since
Probably
I think I
would've
did a marathon before the last episode,
Okay.
and I don't know, it's like maybe it's because it's a build-up episode, but
Right.
I don't know, like all the other episodes are like you could I don't know, maybe it's not lacks the humor doesn't work for me in that one. I don't know, it's something about that episode. I can't put my finger on it correctly, but
All right. Fair enough. You know,
it
it's
just
fine.
didn't really the time watching it now again, it's just especially
Yeah,
now.
six is kind of interesting. It's kind of it's real set up.
Yeah,
Plus, you probably you know where everything's going now.
yeah,
So to see us kind of introduce the villains,
Yeah,
and kind of
yeah.
probably just kind of like, oh, all right, this guy, okay.
yeah, but yeah,
There is a sequence in there that I think is probably one of the best things we did, which is the whole thing with the going into the epic mail and then
Yeah.
into the back, and then He's in the bathroom and he finds the device and
Yeah.
then getting chased by the ninjas and then
Yeah.
that whole scene. I think it's and then jumping into the car and getting maced and all that. I think that's probably the longest like sequence of events that we had kind of strung together. That wasn't just talking,
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy with that part of it at least.
Yeah.
But
It's just like for a whole thing, like it is not my whole punch series is good, but I don't know, something about episode 6 that
all right, no
for me
problem.
personally.
It's fine, Mark. It's personal. It's perfectly fine. You have
Yeah.
your right feelings about it.
Yeah,
Did you get any of the
I
outtakes
think
at all?
also it's because it was the first one where you tried to do more things. Like
Right,
it's a
right.
longer like episode. Like it's the first one that's longer.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think like you hadn't like you needed more to fill. So like
I got you.
for some of the scenes are a little bit too long, sort of.
Okay.
Like in my opinion. In
Yeah, that's
that
probably
one.
it's a valid criticism for I think a lot of stuff in all the episodes. I think you're just looking back on it. I got a whole archive of stuff I've written of things I think could be better or things to improve on, and
Yeah.
I think I just kind of approached it like I don't care. Like I just want to make it how I want to make it,
Yeah.
and I don't care about anything else, which I think is good to a degree.
Yeah.
Well, I think some of the scenes maybe drag too much, or there's better ways there's more creative ways of kind of telling a story sometimes
Yeah.
than just having it all just being talked about and stuff. So there's certainly things that I'd like to change and improve, and there's no going back on that now. But future things, definitely gonna take all the lessons learned.
Yeah.
So have you gone to the outtakes at all?
No, I haven't. I since I also did hanged out with other people and that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I haven't heard from anyone that's been able to complete the whole thing yet.
No.
I think Moons is working on it. Moons Brill, but that was kind of the goal with this thing, just to really make it loaded. And I think on the box I wrote there's over 6 hours of stuff. But if you take into consideration the commentary, there's actually like probably about 10 hours.
Yeah.
Over 10 hours of stuff.
Yeah, that's why
So-
I've been working through it, like watching an episode, then watching you guys talk over it, watching an episode, watching you guys talk over it. That's how I. So now I'm at episode 7, and
Yeah, you got pretty far. I mean, that's a good chunk right there. But
so
yeah, it's filled to the gills on that Blu-ray, which is kind of the goal. And
yeah,
there was some other stuff that I wanted to get on the disc that didn't make it.
okay,
Actually, I still have all the footage. You may see it at some point, but
okay,
me and OJ, we got all dressed up in suits.
okay,
We went back to many of the old locations.
okay,
And we just did a little video and like just talking about the location and what happened there and stuff like that. And we did it for 9 different places, and it just couldn't get on there. It wasn't.
that
It's
sucks.
not the greatest stuff anyway. To be honest with you, we kind of got
Okay.
out there. We're like, we don't know what to do. But we still have that. Maybe we'll put it out somehow. It was a long process to get that made. Just the production side of it.
yeah,
Kind of funny. Well, we had Rye did the cover. I don't know what you think about the box and the discs and everything, all the art on there.
yeah. I mean, like all of that is like professional level stuff.
Yeah, we had Rye do the front. Sturmgeist did the back cover.
Yeah,
And of course, Rye did all the discs and everything. But we had a lot of problems, like just getting that art uploaded properly
okay,
to this company that we used. All kinds of issues doing that, and we actually had to have them. I had to like send them the art separately, and then they had to do it themselves.
okay,
And I knew it was going to be good because they told me once they saw the art, they said this is some of the best we've ever seen for a project.
yeah,
And I was like, oh wow, that's great, But
Yeah.
then what happened is they sent me the discs. I got 100 of them, and I was all excited about it. This is when I put the picture on Twitter of like the box,
yeah,
and I opened up one of them, and they didn't put that little paper inside the case,
okay,
that little insert thing.
yeah,
So they forgot to put them in.
yeah,
So I had to call the place, and they apologized. What they did is they had a guy come. UPS came that day, picked it up,
Yeah.
overnighted it back to them. They had to open all the cases back up
Yeah.
and stick the thing in there, re-shrink wrap it all, and then
Oh my
send it back
god.
to me. So yeah, it was a big pain, man.
Yeah.
And then yeah. So then we finally got it back, and it's just it's. I told John, it's hole punch. Something always has to kind of go wrong, and that's just how it is. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, one thing I noticed, like watching the episodes back, like
yeah,
OJ he could be a professional actor. Like he's so good. Like especially, I think it's all. I'm gonna be honest, a little bit of a mismatch actually in the beginning when you started doing the episodes,
hmm
because like you were still like working out how to act
oh yeah, yeah.
because
I talk about that on the commentary.
yeah,
I'm like, I
yeah,
don't know
because
what I'm doing.
you were like you did the lines perfectly, but your body said a different thing,
Yeah,
and
yeah, absolutely.
and like in the beginning, and then OJ was just like he did it perfectly, or like almost perfect. He also had some little
Well,
bits.
I'd like to tell you that it's because I was directing him and I had really no one directing me, but
Yeah,
that'd be kind of a
yeah. I mean,
a dickish thing to say. But
well, that's
no, no,
also
no, he's
like
absolutely really
no,
good.
but that's also perfectly like normal. That uh, maybe OJ could have helped you out as well, but he maybe not an eye for it. But
No, I mean he's absolutely really good. Ed has told him before. I always tell him to work on it and try to pursue that. But I don't know if that's something he's really passionate about or not.
I think
Uh,
he should at least try it out
oh,
because
absolutely, yeah.
like he's got a talent for it. And
Yes, yeah, um, yeah, yeah. He definitely did a great job. For me, like I like to be in front of the camera, but it's always kind of nerve wracking for me
yeah,
because there's like no one behind it. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
OJ's there, but he's usually getting ready for his side of it
yeah,
or thinking about his part or something, and there's really no
yeah.
crew or anything.
I can
So
understand that.
it definitely caused a lot of stress.
Yeah,
And it got to the point where I really didn't want to be on as much, that much, and that's why you didn't see a lot of Schnozed Man as much as the other guys. But
yeah.
towards the end, I really did try to get better at that. And episode
I
9, I
also
think I
think
tried that hard.
that's like it sort of makes sense as well. Like that Snozman didn't was on as much as
Yeah,
because he doesn't want to do stuff. He
yeah,
just wants to like sort of be left alone and just be
right.
left to his
And that's the whole thing when someone doesn't want to do anything, and then when they eventually do something, then it's like, oh wow, they did something. It's
yeah
means more.
yeah.
Um,
I
yeah,
understand
it's a hard
especially.
balance to find. I really probably enjoy more to be behind the camera and working with the people, and I could really just see the whole picture
Yeah,
and that whole thing. Um, so that's where I work on more.
yeah,
To be on camera and that thing was always really frightening because I was like, I don't know what this looks like, I don't know what's going on, if it sounds, and
yeah.
you'd have to constantly run, like just record and then run over to the camera, try to watch it back on the camera. Um, does it look okay? I don't know. Just do it anyway, and yeah, it's
Yeah,
so it's, I learned from all those. I learned from watching OJ and Carl and those guys, see how they were just kind of letting it flow out, and I
yeah,
tried to kind of bring myself up to their level
yeah. I mean,
towards the end
I,
'cause I
I,
had to. They were so good.
I've noticed that, especially when I try to like do a character or something like that. For me, it's just let it flow and just go with it, like,
Yeah,
and that's the like sort of attitude you have to have. I've noticed that uh, acting is like it's not as hard as you think it would be actually. for me. At
Yeah,
least,
and you got to realize like it's not live, right? So you just mess up and as many
yeah,
times as you have to. You're using digital film now, so you don't have to worry about like burning through like hundreds of dollars of actual film or anything,
yeah,
and it's not a big deal. Just take your time, do it a lot. You know, that was always a key to this series. People always say like the acting's good, but I just made them do it like many times, like every
yeah,
little thing.
yeah.
You do it like 10 times.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the good thing to do because you like never know what like there always something goes wrong,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's good to do many takes, and because you don't know that like is can something just random that just ruined it, and you only had 2 scenes of it, and none of them went as well as you thought, and then like oh now we need to re-record that again, and
yeah.
you
It's kind
don't
of
want to
hard
do that.
sometimes, depending on the personality you're working with. Maybe they don't want to like, why are we doing this so many times, or
Yeah.
like they would always laugh because I would they would do something. I would go perfect, do it again, and it's like, well, it's perfect. Why are we doing it again? But it's just I'm like we could do better than perfect. You know, we just
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
There's also kind of like that discovery. It's like exploring and discovery. Like maybe they'll do it a different way. It'll give you an idea to change something around, or a different look or something that they give. And a lot of us just kind of see what they'll do.
Mm.
Here it is. Do it. What do you got?
Yeah.
And, oh wow. Do that again, or change this up. You know.
Yeah.
It's a really cool process. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. I would like to like I haven't recorded with people in a long time, but I would like to be in a production of something that people actually want to take part in, because most of stuff, at least what I did in school and that sort of stuff, so many people like, oh my god, like so much problems because a lot of people like some people disappeared, and some people like how long will we do this after like 10 minutes of
Yeah.
just recording it and that sort of
Oh yeah. You gotta really want to do it,
yeah,
and you have to be like you have to want to do it to the point where you're willing to sacrifice things that you may have to do or may enjoy doing. If
Yeah.
you can't. Okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. Or something.
Yeah.
It's yeah. The people that are really successful are people that have all done that
yeah,
and just give a lot. It's hard for people to do. They don't. Maybe they're happy with their life. They don't want to. Why would I kill myself with this?
yeah,
It's you got to be a little crazy.
yeah.
So it's understandable. But I have an idea. I want to get your take on it. I'm not sure if I'm
Okay.
going to do it or not.
Sure.
But
Okay.
February 12th is the 3-year anniversary of episode number 1
Okay.
coming out on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about putting out all 9 of the redone episodes like all at once to celebrate the 3-year anniversary. Do you think that's something people would want to see?
I would I think I
Or you
think
think
it's a
it
good
would-
idea, but I think
Yeah.
you should put out one, like you should like put them up one by one for every day, and maybe have the last one on.
I'm kind of on the
Patreon
fence
or
about it
something.
because I feel like the people that bought the Blu-ray, they should be the ones that have that. But at the same time, there's a lot of other stuff that also came with that, and I also wanted people to see the new versions
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
I mean,
So
like you
it's kind of a
have
hard thing to balance out.
the Blu-ray still has the outtakes. It has the
Commentary,
Yeah.
you get the packaging, all that stuff. So yeah. I don't know.
I wouldn't put them out
thinking about
all at once though. Like,
No?
one
Space it out.
maybe one episode for every day or something
Huh.
like that. I would to have
Maybe-
something like for people who don't have the money right now or whatever it is, and they want to see the redone episodes or whatever.
Yeah. Just to kind of, because I think that'd be the ultimate exclamation point on the series, and like that's the end. Here you go.
Yeah. And
There's
also I
everything.
think it's good to have the on YouTube so that you can like have the redone episodes, show them up for
Yeah, it's a big thing too. Because I send a link to someone, and then they see like the original episode 1. They're like, oh, geez, okay,
Yeah.
no, I'm not watching this anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just something will happen, I think, on that day. So it'd be next Wednesday.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you may see something pop up.
Yes, and
Let me ask you this: what did you use to play the Blu-ray? What type of device?
PS4.
And you had no problems or anything with that?
No, it works just perfectly. I have no issues at all. It's
I've
works.
heard from one person that told me that did not work on Xbox One.
Oh,
Yeah, someone told me it does not work on Xbox One. I'm looking for someone else to maybe confirm this or
but that's
maybe.
weird.
Yeah, I don't really know, but I haven't heard of any other compatibility issues or anything like that from anyone else. And I sent out
Yeah,
about 50 of
but
these things.
Microsoft has
So-
always been strange that way. I remember when uh, I had the Xbox, and you had to buy a fucking remote control. It was
Oh
like
yeah,
dumbest thing ever.
yeah. Yup. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. I totally just mentioned it. I had like an attachment piece and a remote control.
Yeah, I actually bought that because I didn't have. I was like, I don't need a DVD player now. I have this Xbox. And like, oh, you need a remote control to play these DVDs.
One person told me they had trouble on their PC. Other people said that they have no problem with that. I think it depends on like the program you're using to play the Blu-rays, maybe.
Yeah, PC is always like, even if you have like Blu-ray things, PC
Yeah, you
can
gotta.
always go a little bit.
It might depend on your PC. It might depend on your program you're using. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Other people told me that it's fine on the PC. So the only thing I've heard is Xbox One, maybe some sort of a problem, which is really quite weird.
Yeah, well, I'm like yeah, Xbox, yeah.
I didn't even know Xbox One had Blu-ray.
Yeah, they have it now for the new console.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, so we need some more confirmation on that. So if someone's out there that has it, maybe try it out. Let me know.
Yeah, I don't know many people who have the Xbox, so
Well, yeah, so far it seems like, I think the worst fear was that it wasn't going to work or something or messed up or, something would go wrong with the
yeah,
disc.
I mean, like,
Seems like everything's cool.
and all some like it may just be that his is broken, or did it work on other stuff? Could it?
They didn't tell me. They just said, I got this, doesn't work. And I said, well, what did you try it on Xbox One?
Hmm.
And I was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe try something else. I haven't heard back yet.
Yeah, okay. May it just be a faulty one?
It's
maybe
possible,
also.
but I haven't heard anything else. So, and they're all duplicated
Hmm.
the same way. You know what I mean? Like they're mass produced. So
Yeah.
I don't see how one could be messed up or something. I asked, is there
Okay.
marks on the disc or anything? And it was like, no. And so I don't know, but it seems like
Yeah, it remains to be.
everyone else is fine. Yeah, just we'll see. More information needed on that.
Yeah.
But that's it. So I think something on the 12th, put something out. Shows
it's
on
good
hiatus,
that
resting my voice.
yeah. How what have you been doing otherwise now that you have taken a break? Just chilling, just
A
catching.
little bit. Yeah, I watched some stuff. I'm completely caught up with Arrow and Flash.
Okay, nice. I've
Should I-
been watching both of those series.
Yeah, I'm totally caught up with those. I'm starting to feel like it's just becoming too much with the superheroes now. And like I'm real into it too. And I'm just
Yeah.
like once I saw the Fantastic Four trailer,
Yeah.
that's when it hit me like I'm not really that excited about this one.
Now I mean
And
the
then there's
Fantastic
what,
Four.
15 more coming?
Yeah,
And there's so many.
Yeah. The Fantastic
Jeez.
Four trailer was like I don't know. I don't like personally like this idea of like making them so fucking young. Like
Is that what they're doing?
the Fantastic Four they're like
They're like
using
kids?
yeah, not kids, but like feels like
Young
you're-
adults.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they want to make like 5 movies probably.
yeah, maybe.
It's really just really I just wonder if they can sustain this. And I worry for DC because DC hasn't even really started their whole thing yet.
Yeah, Well,
And if they come in with all these movies,
the
and
positive thing with the superhero movies is that so far, like especially Marvel's movies, has been
yeah, yeah,
really good quality. They have been better than most normal films, and that's why I think people enjoy it. Like why they are so popular, because the people that doesn't even care about comic books go and watch it because they're good, really good movies. I mean,
yeah.
the Captain America Winter Soldier one, I thought that was fantastic. I even
Oh
bought the
yeah, it's awesome.
Blu-ray for it, and I barely buy DVDs or any
Yeah, yeah.
Blu-rays. So I
Yeah,
just
they're a lot of them are really good. I just concerned that there's just be overall fatigue, regardless of the quality. Just people just like, oh, another one of those
yeah.
superheroes.
I mean, I think there needs to be better normal like movies that isn't superhero movies. That's it's the problem. I think the
It certainly
quality.
opens the door for something to come out that's real different and it's
Yeah,
really good for people. Oh wow, look, oh yeah, there's other things too. Wow.
yeah. But the
And,
problem is that like it's been too many remakes, too many like not especially good movies.
yeah.
I've like except like some superhero movies, and I've almost stopped watching movies. I only watch TV series nowadays because I feel
Yeah.
like the most of the movies aren't good.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff from the past. Like I'm excited about like Jurassic Park and Star Wars, of
Yeah,
course. But then you kind of think about it, it's like, wow, this is stuff I watched like or properties of things that have been there like my whole life. Like okay,
yeah. Star Wars,
something new for us. Or,
I can always watch stuff from Star Wars, and I've been playing Knights of the Old Republic again,
oh, very nice.
and I must say I almost like Knights of the playing it through again. I almost like Knights of the Old Republic 2 more than 1.
Really?
I like maybe it's the because like the first like Knight of the Old Republic, the first one, it's like it's more of the twists. It's about the twists in that one.
Storyline wise.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like playing it again. Like when you play that game the first time, Knights of the Old Republic, like you don't know the twists, and like that is the pull for that one. Like
Hmm.
I feel like the you don't like the twists are like there are twists in Knights of the Old Republic too, but I mean it's more I don't know characters and more like the story overall. I feel like is more interesting.
What's the one that had HK? Was he HK 47 or
Yeah,
something?
he's in both.
He's
Uh,
in both. Okay, yeah, he was a big hit.
yeah,
I remember.
he's my favorite. I think he's my favorite companion in any game ever.
I was working retail at the time when it came out,
Yeah,
and everyone like pretty much everyone at the store got the game, and like our entire workday was just everyone just talking about
yeah,
what we did in the game that that earlier that night or something.
yeah,
And it was an awesome game.
yeah. Although I feel like he's not his dialogues. He hasn't enough dialogues in Kotor 2. It's not like in the first one. I think he's better in the first
They
Kotor
cut him
game.
down. And two was not BioWare, right? Someone else did that.
Obsidian.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it was like a
I
big
mean,
controversy at the time.
yeah, and also the PC version. Holy fuck, is it buggy? I've been I
Yeah.
got it from GOG. They made like a new versions because they like had a partnership recently with Disney since they got LucasArts, so they're putting out all the old Star Wars games
Yeah,
on
yeah.
there. So yeah, we're playing, and there's some. I had some issues with bugs in Kotor 2. Like it's not like I barely had
Well,
any problem
it may
with the
have,
first
yeah,
one.
probably. Probably always had bugs. I mean, no, it's how it is.
Yeah.
Not the games that come out now. They never have bugs.
No, they're not. Like
What's like the next big release for this year? Is it Batman or what do we got for 2015? What's like the next big thing?
uh, I'm trying to the big the first one that was kind of decent was right now was the Dying Light was
That just came out, right?
yeah, that's the latest one. I'm trying to remember what's coming out February, but I think something like you have Order 1886 or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Okay.
like cinematic game. I
Oh.
mean, me and Dan has been having like a lot of trash talk, and he's claiming it's gonna be the game
great
of the
game.
year, and I'm like, no, it's not, and it's brown for days because it's like they use the color brown so much. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Brown.
Yeah, yeah. I have no idea why. Like,
Show the power of the new consoles with the color of brown
yeah,
all over your screen. Very nice.
yeah.
Before I get out of here, Mark, did you check out the new StayBallsy.com? What did you think of the
I
site?
think it's really good improvement.
Just got to find some stuff to do with it. But,
Yeah.
it looks pretty awesome.
It looks really good. Even I'm on it.
Yes, your picture's on there. We try to put some pictures of the folks up there.
Yeah.
You know, Serifix put that together. Really awesome job. So we got to try to use the site more instead of just having it be like an archive mostly. But maybe try to do some more stuff. OJ's starting to write some weird blogs on there.
Yeah.
You guys want to check that out?
Yeah.
That's your cup of tea. OJ's weird blogs. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You know.
I think I'm just putting back the next big release is Evolve.
Okay.
The ones that like from the people that made Left 4 Dead. I think the first one or.
Left 4 Dead's almost like forgotten now. That was such a big game.
Yeah, I mean Left 4 Dead.
Now it's kind of like, wow, it's like almost like where'd it go?
I mean, they made Left 4 Dead 2 came out relatively fast after the first one, and yeah, I don't know when they're gonna try and do the next one for it.
Yeah, it was such a big deal.
By the way, did you see the plane crash in Taiwan again?
Yeah, I saw when I woke up this morning. I saw a clip of that.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about it. I just saw the video. Like, it just kind of flew over the road.
Yeah, fuck. 19 Chinese dead.
Wow,
So
that's awful.
yeah, it just took off and then apparently it just instantly crashed or something like that.
Yeah, there was a train accident yesterday right near me. Which people are still. I haven't read anything yet today, but I think people are quite upset about. It's a tragic thing. Train just kind of hit a car. I mean, I don't know how this happened or anything, but the car exploded and caused other problems in the around the area there, and just wacky stuff, man. It's dangerous out there.
Yeah, too much crashing happening lately, especially with planes, especially around that Taiwan
You gotta be grateful for every day.
Yeah.
As soon as I wake up in the morning, like, take a first breath and still here. It's not so bad. It's gotta respect life and be grateful for it.
Yes.
But with that being said, I gotta get out of here, Mark. So I would say look for something on February 12th.
Yes.
For Schnozed Man Hole Punch to celebrate the anniversary there and kind of close out the series. Check out the new StayBallsy.com. Buy a Blu-ray or two. I think there's maybe 15 left.
Nice. Wow.
It's not many.
Gone
It's
really
not many.
fast. People were hyped
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, did nice with that. So I think we almost broke even on it.
Wow.
Almost have broken even.
Yeah, that's
So it's
good.
not bad. And we're working on something. So if you're looking for the show, it'll be back eventually.
Yeah.
But
I think it's
working
good.
on something
I
new.
think it's good
Yeah.
to have a little distance from it. I mean, people
Yeah.
because people haven't really gotten to miss it. So it's
Gotta make them beg for it, Mark.
yeah, not beg for it, but make you like appreciate it, like because getting something every week, you don't appreciate it until it's gone.
Right.
So, I think it's
Yeah, we gotta take a break from it. It became too easy for us to do. Just
yeah, and like
you gotta get off the crazy train and challenge ourselves to do something totally different.
yeah,
It's the only way that we're gonna like get better and
mm,
see what else we can accomplish out there. So,
yeah,
but we'll return. It's not like it's over or anything like that. There's no way. Shall return. We're working on this new project, which I'm real excited about. Putting a lot of effort into it right now, in kind of the early stages of it. But we're getting there. Probably might be filming pretty soon. Start
Okay.
filming, and I'll be talking to you about that because I might have some stuff for you to do, and
okay,
some
sure,
of the other guys too. Once you see what it is,
yeah,
you can have like a lot of people contributing, and it's gonna be fun.
yeah, definitely,
So thank you for your patience, everyone. We're getting somewhere here.
yeah. Yes, so you can find John Rambo at John Rambo Presents, and you can also find him on Twitter at Super John Rambo. And me,
That's right.
you can follow me at Story of Crown on Twitter, and I also have a Tumblr that I barely use. Maybe
Oh.
one day I will start using it. But
Now I have Mark's address, so if you want to know it, just send me a message. I'll let you know. You can go visit him.
yeah, I can give you the city and all of that. If
Yep,
you-
I got
if
everyone's
you are-
info.
If any of you are coming to Sweden, I can. But that will only be for another month. Then I'm going to Canada. So
Yeah, so you're talking about that. It's awesome, man.
yeah, I'm going to Vancouver. So,
Will you be continuing the podcast from Canada?
yes, that's the idea. It may be. It's. I don't know how it's going. If I can have guests. Depending on how the internet situation is, I may just have to continue it by myself. I would like to have hit episode 100 before I go, but then I have to churning out.
You should do 100 from there. I would think the internet might be pretty good in Vancouver. That's what I would
Yeah,
think.
it just depends on like where like
Oh, okay, I
what's,
see.
how my internet situation, where I live, and that sort
Yeah,
of like that's something I don't know yet. So who knows?
So you've what exactly you're doing? You have like an internship type
No,
thing?
like it's going to be some sort of work.
Oh,
Like they've said it's going to be like 50 hours a week almost.
what's the field of work here?
It's going to be like going after what you sort of your own resume, and then they have certain contacts with jobs, so they help you out. This organization that's helping me. So I don't know.
Cool.
Maybe I end up working at the daycare.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
No, I'm cool with kids, so no problem with
Yeah,
that.
people get hung up on things like that. Like I won't work for this thing or that. But
The only thing I've said that like working phones, like selling.
it's annoying. It's
Yeah,
annoying.
I'm not gonna do that. Like or like being like a customer service. No, like
Yeah, it's tough.
yeah, I'm not doing those type of jobs.
There's always a ton of jobs. Like every time I look, there's always so many jobs in that field
yeah, because
no one really wants to do it. But so it's always readily available anytime you want it. It's like
Yeah.
you want to work for the cable company and call people about their bill.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I don't want to do that either. I don't blame you.
Yes, thank you for coming on as always. And
problem.
my next podcast, I don't know, maybe solo. I don't know when I will have Chris Green on. It's going to be sometime now in February, but I'm really looking forward to that. Having
Great.
hopefully that maybe that will break the most viewed from your podcast.
Well, certainly defeat me. I'm no challenge, but I'm in training. I'm becoming stronger.
Yeah.
Perhaps I will reclaim the crown one day on the Mark Crown Show.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you all for watching and listening and whatever you're doing. see you guys next time. Bye.